Ruined Streamer Awards. Oh, Meezy, what the fuck did she do? How? What and where?
Yo, Adapt, I'm gonna let you finish, but Rakai and DDG had the best streams all year. They should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year this year.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out blah, 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 blah.
Then they remove him from the list.
If you ever want your event ruined, just invite a pick-me male-centered woman named India Love and give her a microphone. Just yesterday, the most divisive event in streamer history took place, aka the Streamer Awards. The reason why it's noted as the most divisive event in streamer history is because up until this moment, there has been so much conversation surrounding it. Whether it be the fact that some kick streamers weren't involved in any of the categories, whether it be claims of it being a buddy-buddy system where friends of the show are being brought on and glazed on all night, or whether it be about QT Cinderella, the host of the Streamer Awards, doesn't really know anybody. She's just inviting whoever to stay in good graces. This event has so much controversy surrounding it going into it, it would only make sense that it would be a night of controversy. And while there are other things to elaborate on, we've got to get into the pick me queen, India Love, and how she ruined the Streamer Awards. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to this channel. It goes a very, very long way. Now back into the video. Discourse around any award show is always about the nominees and who the committee decides to.
India, I thought you was with Trayvon Diggs. Oh, we just watched a video like a couple days ago that you was at dude's show. I'm not saying that you and DDG can't be friends, but yeah, damn, yeah.
Select as far as winners, losers, nominees, etc., etc. It never really seems fair, especially when your favorite artist or celebrity or whatever doesn't get represented, but ultimately it is what it is. Breakout Streamer of the Year is defined as a streamer who experienced explosive growth in the past year, establishing themselves amongst the top streamers as one of the most talked about names in streaming. Now, I think if you ask the casual viewing audience, they would have their opinions on this, and most notably, they would probably talk about Rakai and DDG, two people who, for better or for worse, have been in every single conversation. So when they didn't win the award, it came to a surprise for most of the internet.
EDG, Vanilla Mace, Gwendolyn Ortiz.
Gwendolyn is her name? Who knew that?
And the Streamer Award goes to Adapt.
But Adapt did work mad hard this year.
And first win.
Now, I'm not here to make a claim about who should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year, what it even means, did this person break out, X, Y, and Z. That doesn't necessarily matter to me. What I am here to discuss is the pick-misha of the entire group, India Love. Granted, it's okay to be upset, but what she did is just so inexcusable. She pulled a Kanye West slap.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't do that during our award show. Like, you gotta still give flowers to who won the award. Yeah, it's just like when Kanye did that to Taylor Swift. Beyonce should have won. You feel me?
Little Mama, or a Little Mama / Kanye West, and decided to run up on stage, take the mic, and give this drunken monologue about who she thinks should have won.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out blah, 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 blah.
Now, Miss India, you know that was wildly inappropriate. Like I said, I'm all for people having their own sorts of opinions, but does that mean that I interrupt this show in order to do what she did? Absolutely not, because we'd be there all night with everybody disagreeing.
Yeah, she not Kanye. Like, it's okay. Kanye can get away with it because he's Kanye. But you're Miss India Love. It's a difference. You feel me?
With this person winning, that person losing, etc., etc.
I'm
At what
playing.
point do we draw some sort of conclusion?
Now that's glazing.
Now, do I agree that Adapt should have won the award. My personal opinion, potentially not. I could not be as tapped in as I should be, but DDG and Rakai had a super big year. But I also thought Plaqueboy Max took things to an entire different level. But never, and I mean ever, and I do mean ever, when I walk on stage to interrupt them from their award show that they're giving on. That's just the dumbest thing in the world. And rightfully so, she faced consequences for being a pick-Misha, and she got kicked out of the event promptly. And not to be on some Karen or any sort of police timing, but yeah, no, you should have been kicked out. I'm glad they took swift measures because they put a lot of effort and energy into this. But that's just the start of the conversation. What happens after that was so baffling to me, but it also lines up with who India Love is. As she's backstage or at some sort of after party having these conversations with these different streamers, it almost seems as though she doesn't realize what she's done and is just living in this moment of whether it be ignorance or still happy about the life that she's living, etc., etc.
Now, as soon as you did that, the Rakai DDD shit, I'm like, the Rakai DDD shit, I'm like, oh shit. We went up to the stage.
Yeah. She acting like she don't know what she did. Now, Miss India Love, what we not gonna do here, we gotta take accountability for our actions. Miss India Love, you knew you going onto that stage was inappropriate. It's like if it's like a fan going up there, going up on the stage and saying what they believe what it should have happened. The Streamer Awards are trying to carry themselves like a BET Awards, like a Grammy, like an establishment like that. That's what they're trying to do. And eventually it will get like that. But Miss India Love, you going on stage like that was a form of disrespect to the craft and the time and effort that they did put into the event. You feel me? It's okay to state your opinions on your stream, but you took the time to go on live in front on the main stage to say that. You know that was very inappropriate. You proved that you didn't respect their craft, so now you have to leave. You can't be mad at it.
Oh, you forgot already.
As soon as I sat down, I said, you gotta go. Like that with my arm. I said, wait.
Yes, like you don't even take care of your little sister.
No, but honestly, like when I see Rakai, I didn't like how he was sitting.
Yeah.
Like that nigga ran 2025. No cap, not like that, but like he should have been like more like, man, fuck this shit. But I didn't like how he was feeling. So I'm like, nah, everybody got that nigga.
He was banned.
Mind you, she's 35. Idiot, you're a grown woman. A child losing an award and them being emotional about it, or at least the appearance of being emotional about it, isn't the biggest of deals in the world. Have an opinion, that's fine. Don't try to lump Rakai into this situation.
Banned.
What you did was just straight up wrong. And I know what you did it for, the validation of the bros. That's why you're so excited to tell Deshae and other streamers about what you did. And ultimately, the reason why, the justification. So it makes sense why she would be smirking when she gets phone calls from different streamers talking about what she did was fire, what she did was X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, blah.
Hold on, Des is calling me, chat. My hi.
That was so blood. That was blood.
Hey, you know me, I'm super.
That was some Kanye little mama. You walked up with that. What the fuck, bloody? Where you at?
What needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen regardless. You know what's crazy though, Des? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his like.
Okay. Even though he had his head down and shit, it's okay. This is just a learning curve. You gotta take into mind that, look, somebody has to lose. That award was going to one person. You said Rakai should have won and DDG should have won. You didn't say one person on because you was trying to benefit from both parties. You know what I'm saying? That's why you threw DDG in there too, because deep down you still mess with DDG. So that's why you said DDG in that speech. Now, India. Let me tell you. Yeah, from this conversation, you are getting validation for what you did. Like, you're thinking, yeah, oh, they think I'm cool. Maybe I can collab more with them in the future. But you're closing doors and making the award ceremony as unauthentic. Like, they're trying to carry themselves as an establishment, but like I said earlier, this is that form of disrespect. You gotta learn when to say.
It's light. I'm like, nah, niggas need to feel this shit. Like, I don't
Somebody
give a
had
fuck.
to
Like,
win.
he just didn't have.
He could use this as a learning experience.
I didn't like that shit.
So why not encourage him? Why not uplift him in that moment? Why sit there and try to appeal to these young male gazes? While she is getting some sort of backlash from this situation, it is coming from a lot of the FaZe members, especially the loudest and the proudest of them. But ultimately, they on the right side of history, because what FaZe Kason says in this situation is exactly how India Love would feel if anybody did this to her. FaZe Kason says, no class, just beyond unnecessary and weird. A commenter says, I mean, Rakai deserved it completely raw. Kason responds with, whether whoever deserved it or not, you can't justify that. Beyond unnecessary and disrespectful. And put some respect on Adap's name. He had an insane year and definitely deserved all the love he got. If there was a biggest pick me of the year award and India Love won it, and somebody ran up on stage and said that, oh no, Nina Lynn was the biggest pick me of the year, India Love would be pissed off about it. You can feel the way you feel. Communicate that to your audience, your community. Have that on your stream. But the ways you went about it was very, very childish.
I feel bad for Rakai.
That's what I said.
Because like,
Yeah.
she had, and India had security drag her out for that.
We were sitting right next to her.
And Ray screamed face up when she was getting kicked out.
Now Rakai is brought into some situation and drama that he
Wait, Ray said phase up? No, that's crazy.
didn't need to have to be in, which is crazy because you're using him as an excuse for you to be ignorant, for you to be immature, for you to be some sort of pick me. Not too long ago, India Love talked about changing her whole image, you know, as she's aging, not carrying into her next phase in life these childish ways, etc., etc.
I don't know about changing my style at 30, but I'll definitely be elevating my style at 30, and I will be toning it down as far as the raunchiness and my behavior and how I dress. I'm gonna be turning it down. It's not gonna be an overnight thing, but I'm working towards being more modest, and I'm working towards like being more that category, but in due time. I'm not in a rush. I just know what I'm working towards, and I have to put in the work for that, for sure.
You say you're not rushing changing, but I'm telling you right now, you need to rush to change. And that same night where she bum rushed the stage to give this sort of announcement, she blamed her alcohol and weed addictions as to the reasons why she does the things she does. And she's...
Oh shit. I really hate people that dodge accountability. And yes, I know. Okay, look, I don't hate people that dodge accountability. I hate the fact that people dodge accountability. Yeah, I had to reword that better. You know what I'm saying? So look, Miss India Love. What you should do in this moment, you should take a little time to reflect on your actions and realize what you did was wrong. Yes, India, you going up on that stage and saying what you did was very wrong and very inappropriate for the time. I get it that you wanted to get validated by the eyes of who you wanted to put eyes on you, but at the same time, India, you are a grown woman. You're a grown woman. You have to carry yourself with elegance. And look, carrying yourself with elegance would be just telling your stream after. Not you going on stage kind of tipsy and then saying what you said. That's not what you want to portray.
those things out, because at his big age, she needs until January 3rd to learn and establish some sort of boundaries, aka some sort of basic civilities in life.
I want you guys to just be a part of my journey, because it's a journey, and I'm okay with showcasing my ups and downs. And it's okay, but that's what I want to do.
It's okay with that. But
January 3rd, no weed,
some
no
things
alcohol.
that you should know instinctively.
So,
30 years
until
old.
January 3rd, I will learn my boundaries of like, how many drinks does it take to get with me type shit, you know?
Oh, India, you are just the most foolish person in the world.
How many drinks does it take to get with you? So, that video that D Green showed us was not a lie. You out here, yeah, I ain't gonna speak too much. That's crazy.
I'm making claims that India Love is a pick-me because I believe that she does all these things for the male gaze, the male attention.
I can't wait
and
for the
male
D Green
validation. She
video. I'm
literally
not
said
gonna
multiple
lie.
times that night
India
that she
Love Part
felt
2.
like
We
she
need
had
a
to
D
do this
Green
because
We
the
need it.
culture or the people in the audience felt a certain way. And you know what, India? Let's see. Let's put that one to the test. You went up there and you said you did it for DDG specifically, but when I went back and looked at how he was responding to you post that event and on stream about the situation, it doesn't seem like he was on your side.
It's 80-20. Yeah, you met him before, but he was asking about you. Yeah, man. Yeah. You cool?
Dang, he not even really looking at her. Damn.
How you doing, brother?
See, look, DDG wanted to feel like he earned the award. Not because you said it. Now that made him feel embarrassed. He didn't earn the award. You know what I'm saying? It was just that his fan base wasn't as strong as Adapt's. Well, at that time. Well, Adapt had more people help backing him, but that's okay. But he doesn't want to feel like it's just handed over to him. You feel me? That you got to pick up on certain things.
Real talk.
I seen what India did. I checked on her, made sure she was straight. I know a lot of y'all felt frustrated, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Adapt. Adapt went crazy. Everybody went crazy in their own way. You know, that's the point of a community. It's the point of a community is, nigga, we in this shit together.
Even the person that you went to bat for didn't have as much energy and fervor as you did. Why? Because DDG is almost 30 and he's grown to at least the point where he realizes that, hey, that's not appropriate to do. Oftentimes in this streamer conversation, I give a lot of grace, especially to these newer people who are adjusting to this environment. I do think there's a lot of pressure to perform 24/7 and to make a name for yourself, but I don't think that people...
It's not pressure to perform at all. What people need to realize that there's boundaries in certain things that shouldn't be said no matter what. You feel me? It's some things that can be for content, but at the same time, if you're in real life, it's still real life. You have to be able to dictate what is appropriate for real life and for content. Look, people stealing on Twitch. I'm not saying India is stealing on Twitch. People are being disrespectful to people in public. That's not content. That is real life. That comes with real life consequences. People that's doing certain things, look, if somebody were to hit you with a knuckle sandwich and then you have to eat that on stream, you cannot be mad. Because I'm somebody, if somebody were to play with me like that, first, I'm not gonna do it right away. I'm gonna try to de-escalate I'm gonna try to de-escalate it. But if you continue, I'm gonna try to remove myself. But if you bring yourself towards me again, you're done. I'll try my best not to put my hands on you. Like, that's not gonna be my first intent. I'm gonna first get you to stop. If I walk away, you continuously follow me, I'm I'ma warn you one time. If you continuously do it, it's over. It's over. I don't know what to tell you.
Realized that before India Love got a microphone in front of her face, people did not know what she sounded like. And she did not say stupid things because she wasn't allowed to speak.
When India Love and her sisters popped up on the scene as our first blazing baddies of IG, we knew nothing of them except for what they looked like. There was a point in time where we did not hear our influencers. We never heard them.
Hey, brother.
We only saw them. They were to be seen and not heard.
I miss it.
To watch her on this stream speak, honestly, because she was always almost a figment of my imagination, just a picture. She was always just a picture to me. Seeing her in 3D walking around with a BBL now added, it's just, it was so interesting. I'm like, wow, you're real.
I'm not gonna lie, I never was in that phase. Like, I never looked at people as pictures. Like, I never.
And it seems like every opportunity that she's been given a mic, she has literally just embarrassed herself in an attempt to validate herself in front of men who ultimately will not pick her. The stuff she says might sound good in a vacuum, but when you put the caveat on it that she's like 30 for real. She's like 29 in 11 months. She'll be 30 really, really soon. But if you just heard her speak, didn't know her voice, closed your eyes, you would think that this is some sort of 17-year-old. India has some really bad and embarrassing tape.
You know what my motto is? There's a bitch that turns 18 every day, okay? So you need to be on your shit. And I'm not finna be the bitch that used to be the cool bitch. No, I'm gonna always be the cool bitch forever and ever and ever. And y'all gonna know me as being the original cool LA bitch. That's just what it is. I'm never gonna be like washed. I'm never gonna be like in the past. I'm always gonna be like.
Why as a woman are you trying to compete with younger women? Like, as an older, why? I don't get that. I don't get
like
that.
I'm the blueprint. Like, I know y'all know that.
And let's also not forget about how mean she was at DDG's Are You My Ball love show earlier this year, basically ruining the show by a lot of people's accords by being mean to some of the nicest individuals who were literally just there to play the game.
Are you so shocked?
Oh, tell us all about it. I don't know. I think we go together, but I think we go together.
Wait, who was that?
I think we go together.
Who?
Me and Moo.
Oh, it's over with now. Can I have the ring? I don't think y'all go together. It's not a.
No, I ain't gonna lie, she folded too. Damn. India, she, like, why though?
Really a chance anymore, but thank you. God bless you, and you look beautiful.
Now that I'm here, you don't have a chance anymore. It's a love show. Play the role. You didn't play your role. It's
beautiful.
Yeah, this is
all right.
She's speaking from insecurity.
We appreciate your time.
So weird. I honestly don't think that this is the lane for India Love. Specifically because I know the trajectory of being a pick-me around all these guys, well, hell, any guys, and what happens to you in your career. When she said she was the blueprint, she was absolutely correct. For a specific generation, she is the blueprint as to how to be a pick-me in this industry, how to go through a bunch of guys in this industry, but ultimately be 29 facing 30, and not saying that age is this super big deal, but specifically speaking, because she has stated these goals about being married, I think it is really relevant.
Like, I really desire like my own family and to be a wife and to have a home and to be like the best mom and the best family member to my entire family. Okay. And once you desire something, it's on you to make that shift in your behavior and in your circumstances and in.
And so is that person that you envisioning what you did in that moment, Miss India Love? You going on that stage saying what you said, does that embody what you just did? I don't think so. Like, what you're picturing, like a woman of that caliber wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Well,
your self-discipline. So that's what I've really been working on these last couple months.
India, you can have those desires all that you want, but you're not walking in the steps in order to get that done. We can look at all of the historic pick-me's and where it's gotten them. Ultimately, what's gonna happen is that your card is going to expire. You talk about how you're essentially competing with these 17-year-olds. Well, I'm gonna let you know, India, the men that you're trying to impress are also 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. So guess what's gonna happen eventually? You're not going to be the it girl. It just is what it is. And people are gonna stop returning your phone calls and entertaining you because you just seem like the annoying older woman in the room.
Wait, India Love with the 10 gifted? I ain't gonna lie, India Love, me and her haven't been locked in since Streamer U. Appreciate you, India. W India.
Not saying that it's completely cooked for you. Hell, Drea Michelle had a baby by a 23-year-old while she...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but while her son is similar in age, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. And we heard Gil say some shit on his podcast, The Gil's Arena. I'm not gonna lie, why didn't a vet step in and say something? I'm not gonna lie, Jalen Green, you have done some outrageous things. You did hump a teammate.
She was 43. So there's always a chance. But I'm telling you right now, this pick me epidemic has got to stop. And the leader of the community is ruining event after event every time somebody gives them a mic. India Love, please, for the love of God, we do not want to carry you over into the streaming community and the streaming verse in 2026. Let's leave you right here with this crazy ass incident.
You got to lock in. You know what I'm saying? This got to be the last thing that we see some bullshit about. You feel me? India, lock in. Do what you want to do at the end of the day. And just cut out the bullshit. Because it's time. It's time to focus. So, boom. W video, Meezy. You feel me? That was a W video.